Hello guys, let's talk about the perspective from which you are trying to manifest your outcome, what you're doing wrong, and what you should change in that matter so that you get the results, so that you get your manifestation. So, there are two perspectives that you can start manifesting, declaring your outcome to be real, claiming your reality, deciding and then commanding your reality, etc., etc. So the two perspectives are either you do it as source, you're aware you're a source and you're aware that, I want this is what I'm going to have, that's that. Or you do it as a victim, and that's why you waste so much time and you didn't have movement for 2 years, 3 years, or you're trying to manifest and you're telling me I've been in the state for 3 years, 2 years. It just doesn't seem to manifest. This is because you're doing it from the perspective of the victim. You're doing it from the perspective of I'm small, I'm powerless, and I have to achieve my outcome, which is out there, independent, looking at me. I have to make it be so. Now, what's wrong with this perspective of being a victim, is that you don't treat yourself as source. You treat the outcome as a source. Now, I'm going to give the example of a specific person. You're treating them as a prize. You're treating their feelings as a prize. So once I obtain the confession, once I obtain the contact, it means that I can allow myself to, even for a second, believe that I can have it. So I'm so little, I am so powerless that I've put all my faith and all my hope into what my specific person says and does. So once they say, I love you, then I can relax. I can sit back and relax knowing that they're mine. That's why most of you are grasping on the circumstances and you are micromanaging every circumstance, because your eye is set on the details of what they are doing and what they are saying. Therefore, you're putting yourself into a state of depending on outer conditions to fulfill yourself. What you're doing is you're treating your specific person as a prize, and not even that, you're even treating the relationship, you're treating the outcome or your desire as the prize, as something that you have to get out there, that it's separate, independent, it's put on a pedestal, and you're trying your best to reach it. Now, what many of you are doing is also praising the techniques. You're doing robotic affirming, you're doing visualizations or SATs, which is visualization in state akin to sleep, or you're doing subliminals or whatever technique. So you as source decided that you're going to depend on a technique, and you as source didn't find a better way to live your life but to robotic affirm. So you're overwhelming yourself, you're exhausting yourself, you're putting your whole power in a technique. Like you say, this technique is what's going to manifest. No, it was never the technique that manifested. It was never the robotic affirming. And to be honest, would you, as source, sit and waste your fucking time, taking time, seconds out of your life, to even robotic affirm for something that was already yours? Like you didn't even have to affirm for it. Now, the best example I can give you guys is, let's say you are the owner of a supermarket, but you're also the one that created the products on the shelves, right? So the supermarket is yours. The products are already yours. They've been created by you. Therefore, they are available to you at all times. Now, when you go to the supermarket, do you affirm, I'm going to get milk, I'm going to get eggs, I'm going to get milk? No, you do this by default. You know that you are entitled to have milk, eggs, meat, whatever it is that you want. You don't question yourself, am I worthy of getting the product on the shelf? But for some reason, when it comes to your specific person, or when it comes to your job, your money, or your boss, you overwhelm yourself and you humiliate yourself, because this is the best word I can give you so that you understand what you're actually doing. You're humiliating yourself. You're putting a label on yourself that I'm so inferior to this outcome that I have to do something in order to get it. But the thing is, the truth is, you are never achieving anything. What you're actually doing, you are selecting a scenario that it's already yours. You're selecting a product on a shelf, whether that product is called marriage with SB or a job that is $1 million, a business, I am rich. This is a product, and you're selecting it from the shelf and you have it. Now, the best thing about manifesting is that you don't even have to move a finger. You don't even have to go to the supermarket and pick it. You do it mentally by deciding, you know what? I'm source. If I desire something as source, it means it's done. I don't have to move a finger. I don't have to convince anyone. I don't even have to convince myself. I don't have to sit around, believe it's true, believe whatever bullshit you've been taught. I don't have to do A, B, C, D. I don't have to do a technique. I can simply decide I want this. Because why? When you want something, it means that you already have it. Otherwise, how would you want it? How would you come up with the idea? Now, in order of humiliating yourself in front of the desire and putting it on such a high pedestal, thinking that it is source of anything, now you're chasing the experience. You think the experience is going to give a purpose to your life. You're the purpose. Nothing ever happens to you. You happen to the world. You happen to your life. Your source. So if you have the impression and the false illusion that an experience is going to give you a certain feeling or is going to give you a certain value, you're very wrong. Now, when you choose what to wear, you choose a set of clothing, you choose a pair of shoes. Now, when you choose a pair of shoes, you do it because it's comfortable, because it makes you feel great. You choose a pair of pants or a blouse because you like the way you look in it. Now, you don't sit around and praise the clothing for giving you the aspect. You praise yourself for giving yourself the aspect. You understand? You just choose an experience because it's what you want, it's what you prefer, not because it gives purpose to your life, not because it gives you any kind of reward or whatever the bullshit you're treating your manifestation is. Your manifestation is not the prize. The money is not the prize. Your SB is not the prize. You're not getting the prize. You understand? You are the prize. If anything, you are the prize. Stop feeling guilty and ashamed of evaluating yourself to such a value, to such a level of source. Stop feeling guilty. Most of you don't even accept the idea that you could be so great and so powerful. Nothing is giving you anything. You're giving it to yourself. You're just selecting what you want. It's already done. That's how you can come up with the idea. It's just a preference. It's nothing to achieve. It's nothing to get. It's simply to understand, what do I want? Okay, done. I want to wear this pair of shoes. I want to have this SP. Simple as that. It is simple as that. Stop overcomplicating and treating your manifestation like it's a fucking medal you achieve. Okay? I love you guys. Bye-bye.